We're going to start off with a situation where Fredericksburg City Police and then police officers involved in a big bike ride can use your help. From City Police, Sgt Rashawn Cowles is with us. Sergeant Cowles, good to have you here this morning.
Thanks for having me. Good to be here.
This is a situation that has just kind of arisen. You're involved. You're one of three Fredericksburg officers involved in a pretty big bike ride from Chesapeake to D.C. next week.
Yes, sir. 3 officers from Fredericksburg, and then several more from Stafford and Spotsylvania will also be riding over 250 miles from Chesapeake to D.C. To honor the memories of officers killed in the line of duty last year.
It's called Law Enforcement United, and this is a pretty emotional thing, I know, for all of you involved.
Oh, absolutely. Like I said, we're honoring officers that were killed in the line of duty. So anytime that an officer loses his life in the line of duty trying to protect and serve his community is a very emotional thing. They often leave behind children and wives and other family members that care very deeply for them.
And in your case, and in the case of the city department, it wasn't that many years ago that Officer Barr was gunned down right near the police headquarters.
Yes, sir. Just a few steps from the police department in the apartment complex right next door. He was shot and killed. Officer Todd Barr was killed on line of duty June 6th. So very close to home topic for us, and that's why we do it. To honor him.
This bike ride it's a pretty grueling affair.
It can be, yes. I'm not going to sit here and say it's easy. It's very physically and mentally tough, and it takes some training. You can't just get on a bike and expect to ride over 250 miles over 3 days and be successful. You have to train. You have to eat right, and just take care of your body. And it's like I said, 250 miles over 3 days. So most people don't do that, day in and day out. So,
no.
And I can tell you, I don't ride as much as I should, but as I prepare for this ride, I do, train and try to get physically fit for it, but again, mentally fit also.
What the reason we have you in here this morning is there is a real need, because there's going to be all these bike riders coming through this area, and we'll talk about where you can go by and see them. But you're in need. City Police are in need of some drinks, some water and sports drinks to be dropped off for this.
Yeah, the organization, we try to get donations of water and our energy drinks, power drinks to keep us hydrated and our electrolytes up and doing a ride. And one of the sponsors backed out the last minute, and we're just trying to fill that void and get some water and Gatorade so we have a sufficient amount for the riders as we're going through the bike ride over the 3 days.
So if I want to drop some stuff off and help and drop off a case or two of water or Gatorade or Powerade, any of those kind of drinks, where can I do that?
We got 2 drop-off locations. The first one is the Fredericksburg Sheriff's Office, which is in the courthouse downtown on 701 Princess Anne Street. You can do that through tomorrow, Friday, between 8 and 4. Just drop it off in their lobby, and they'll take it off your hands for you. And then the second location is the Fredericksburg Police Department at 2200 Cowan Boulevard. You can actually drop off through Saturday, at all hours of the night, because the lobby is open 24/7.
Okay, so this is a great opportunity for someone who wants to just say thank you to officers, and do, so many times these kind of things happen, and you just feel helpless. Sometimes all you can do is put a like or something on Facebook, or here's a chance to really go out and show police officers and meet some of you guys that are around.
Absolutely. The public and the community in Fredericksburg, they're really good to us throughout the year. We do fundraisers, chili cook-off, the fair, and everything like that, and everyone supports us. And if you don't get to see us at any of those events, you're right. This is a good opportunity for you to show some support and drop off a case of water or a Gatorade, whatever you want to do, whatever your heart desires. And like you said, if you want to come out and see the riders on May 11th. We'll be at 2 locations locally. One is the Rappahannock Regional Criminal Justice Academy, and then we'll be there around 2 or 2:30.
Okay.
And then the Stafford County Sheriff's Office is another stop during the route. So come out and see the riders. We love the support, and it keeps us going.
Oh, I'm sure, because you talked about this, the mental part of this, and I'm sure part of it, the mentally, you're thinking about Officer Barr or Officer Gwindon or
Absolutely.
some of these officers that have unfortunately given their lives.
Absolutely.
But it's a long ride.
It's a very long ride, and it gets challenging as the days go on, because you're starting to climb hills. The first part of the ride on the first day is pretty much flat. The second day you start to begin to come into Caroline, and the hills start to roll a little bit.
Yeah. And
then in the third day you hit Stafford and Prince William, and you're starting to hit some real tough hills to get up. And it's emotional. You think about those officers that you're riding for when you get tired and you want to give up, and you think about those officers and the sacrifice that they made, and you go, you know what, I got to keep going. So it's awesome.
Well, and this is, again, this was something that the police department had no idea was going to happen, that you were going to need the water at this late date, the water and sports drinks. And so as a community, we can come together, and I'm just going to go over somewhere and get a case or two and drop it by, just because a lot of us can make this happen pretty quickly.
Absolutely, and we put it on Facebook, or our PIO Sarah put it on Facebook yesterday, and we've already got an amazing response. So, like you said, case of water, a Gatorade, whatever you want to bring, every little bit helps, and we appreciate everyone's support throughout the year, and for this last minute push to get the water and the hydration that we need to keep everyone going.
Again, you can drop it off at the City Police headquarters through Saturday. Also, the Fredericksburg Sheriff's Office over on Princess Anne Street is where you can drop that off today and tomorrow through Friday. You can drop it off there. It's the bottle beverage drive for Law Enforcement United's Road to Hope bicycle ride. And good luck, Sergeant Cowles, on this, and hopefully the weather holds out. But and also just the fact that you're out riding for everyone. Thank you, and boy, thank you for what you do. I've ridden around a little bit with you, and
yes, sir.
and seen your passion and commitment to this community, and I speak for many, I'm sure, and just saying thank you.
Well, you're welcome, and we appreciate your support. You've done a lot of stuff for us, and we can't thank you enough.
Sergeant Rashawn Cowles, Fredericksburg City Police. He brought donuts for us this morning.
I did.
So thank you for that. Kind of the reverse. We couldn't make the donut jokes because you brought them to us. Again, right. Is the bottle beverage drive, 2 drop-off locations, City Police headquarters over on Cowan Boulevard. You can do that through Saturday, and also the Fredericksburg Sheriff's Office, 701 Princess Anne Street, today and tomorrow.